level.
Yeah.
Yeah, because until Fresh Diaries in Mbale, which was the last, that was 2019, I think. Yeah, 2019. So by that time, I was a student at Makerere here. And once in a while, I would find the girls training, and I would go and inquire from Coach Albert, can I also come in here and there? I didn't know that one day I would be the coach of Makerere. Yeah, but when I was in high school, I always thought about it because I loved the game so much. And I wasn't playing it because my parents could not allow me to play it the way I wanted it, my guardians. I told one of my friends, it's called Gerard Abidravo, I told him, one day I want to become either a coach or an umpire. And he laughed and was like, yeah, maybe you can make it. So when I became the coach of Namilyango, he was the first man to tell me that, man, congratulations. As you said it, here it comes. And so when I reached Makerere, I didn't think I would be the coach at Makerere University because it was a university and there are so many people with more experience than I do. But because of love of coaching the game, out of the experience I had got, I used to go and sit there, watch, and I'm like, okay, this is that. And remember, I had also coached the girls of Hilton in my first year. So I knew how to handle girls, and I also knew how to handle boys because I had gotten both experiences. Yeah, so after a while, in 2019, Makerere was going for university games in Chisui. And incidentally, Coach Albert was not around. So they needed, so I volunteered. Yeah, I volunteered. They were going with a coach, with you know, Makerere has two coaches, for the boys and for the girls. So I saw that as an opportunity. So I went to the sports union, to the sports department, and I told them I want to volunteer. I just want to go there and volunteer and help where there is need. They gave me the opportunity. They were like, all right, you can do that. Well, the only thing I wanted was where I can sleep and my lunch and supper, which was very much available. So I also went in like any other coach, but it was my first time with all the pressure, and I wanted results. Fortunately, something happened. We played Kumba Marines. Kumba Lady Marines? Yes, we played in Kumba with Ekon. They are a very good player, national team now. And she was part of that team, and we won that game. When we won that game, I think for me, my fate in coaching had been sealed. This guy is going to be a coach. Because after winning that game, I realized that anything is possible. And I'm a man who believes in myself so much. So I saw an opportunity, and I realized it could work out. And I was like, okay, I wanted to coach high school, but even at the university, it's working. Though I didn't have much experience at that level, I realized I could do it because when I went there, and also as a player, I had seen those things happen. And also, I had a very good coach at the university because after my coach in high school, that is Maurice Otedro, I met Coach Baju. That's how we call him, but his name is Ronald Bajunga, yes. Yeah, so I met Coach Baju, that's Ronald Bajunga, and he could advise us here and there, Oje do this, Oje do that, Oje work out. You know, he could talk to us like a father. He was more like a father figure to us. So he really, really mentored me in terms of basketball. Maurice taught me how to play the game. Coach Baju taught me how to understand the game and how to analyze it and how to read it. So he made me understand it more and how to act around people when I'm playing it. He inculcated that discipline into us, that when you're doing this, the crowd is reacting this way, the fans are reacting this way, concentrate on this. So when I got the chance to go and do that in Kasubi, in Chisubi rather, it was very easy for me. And we came out, although we did not win, we didn't take the championship, we actually went to play third place. We played against Uganda Matters, UMU. Yes, we played against UMU for third place, and it was a mess. It was a mess because our hopes had been raised so high, me and my players, but I don't know if my players were on pressure, but I was on pressure because I was like, I have an opportunity to get a medal. I want this medal. But one thing I forgot is, when the girls were playing, I had Coach Baju by my side. Yeah, he was telling me, Oje, now do this, now do that. Now, when we went to play the next game, Coach Baju was not around. So, and I think he was finishing up the boys' game, and they were like, third place, you can play the other side. So that's how we went there, and we missed the medal for that tournament. But from that day, out of that performance, good enough, and was being watched by other Makerere staff who positively recommended me. They said I could do the job.
Yeah.
So when I came back, after that, 2019, 2020, I remained there as more of a volunteer to the university. I would come in because Coach Albert was still not around, I remember. So I would help in here and there when the girls are available. I can coach them, I teach them what I know, and I would also consult Coach Baju. And then when Coach Albert left, I then got the chance to now become the head coach of Makerere.
Yeah.
So that's how I moved in as a coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I found myself in this big position. I really felt like that. I felt like I don't have the experience more than compared to the other people who are there. Because if I see the coaches in Makerere, it looks like I could be amongst those with the least experience in the field of coaching. Yeah. But maybe the other things I did, because I had a lot of zeal, I was so passionate, and I commit myself to something. So I believe probably it's my commitment to being there when I was volunteering that made them give me the chance to be there.
Yeah. Well, that's an interesting journey. And I've seen the girls play. They really improved, from the last time I saw them. And it's a good job that you're doing. And
thank you.
Congratulations to you. And we'll take another break right now. But when we return, we're going to talk about the status of university basketball. Because on the show, I've talked about grassroots basketball. We've talked about the league and the cancellation of the same league, so we really haven't talked much about basketball that is happening on the campus. So when we come back from the break, we'll be talking about university basketball. What is the status? Where is it at right now? Is Uganda ready to take part in the competitions that are coming up on the international level when it comes to university basketball? This is the Slam Dunk Basketball Talk. My name is Emmanuel, and this is House of Talent Television. We will be right back.
Yeah. Of how long have we been there struggling before, but now we had more medals than them. So the key thing here is corporate companies please come aboard.
Yeah.
The government will do their part. They will also squeeze whatever they can to come through.
Yeah.
National councils will also keep on budgeting to see what they can do better on us. And also federations, all of them, basketball, football, whatever they come through. Let us have a fair share to everybody.
Yeah.
I know football gets the biggest share in Uganda. I don't know why, but because I know my small analysis is athletics and basketball right now, and netball. Those are the top 3 games in Uganda that have carried athletics, netball, basketball to continental and worldwide. We're doing so much.
Yeah.
So we need to also get a fair share to compete with football, which is getting $1 billion shillings plus.
Yeah.
We should just be given that opportunity.
Welcome back to Slam Dunk Basketball Talk on House of Talent Television. My name is Emmanuel Ateng, also known as AT on the basketball court. Remember, this is House of Talent Television. You can catch us on our socials on YouTube, House of Talent TV Uganda, live stream, or you can go to our website at houseoftalentug.com. You can go to our Facebook, House of Talent Uganda. Catch the show live. Let us know what is happening. Drop us a message in the comment section. If you love the show, let us know. Share some love with us. If you want us to change something, let us also know about that. But in the studio with me today, I have a man who is called Osito Jacob, but he's known as OJ on the basketball court. That is his street name. He has been a coach for Namilyango. He has coached at Hilton, and right now he's coaching the Makerere University Sparks basketball team, and he's here to talk about his experience and also to talk about the status of sports in university in relation to basketball. Oja, before we went for the break, you were just telling us your journey of how you started off and ended up as a coach for Makerere University Sparks, and I believe you're doing a very good job with the girls. We just want to dive into the main topic right now. Obviously, you've played basketball at the university level.
Yeah, sure.
And from where I'm sitting, I think that basketball in the university has dropped, okay? Not only at Makerere University, but looking at it on a general scale, on a general picture. Because back in the day, we had a lot of university tournaments. You talk about, there was the University League at some point, there was the Floodlights at a certain point, we had games, East African games and all these things. And one could say that because of the lockdown, okay, it slowed down a couple of things. But if memory serves right, the University League, then the floodlights actually stopped way before the lockdown came. Yes, about 2017. Okay, and I think since then, basketball has really been on a decline. We've been focusing more on basketball in the league. Okay, so according to your perspective, okay, what are some of those points that you can share with us that led to, let's say, I don't want to say the downfall of basketball, but the decline of basketball at the university level?
Well, on that issue, with the current situation, I am not the best person to answer that question because I don't have the detailed information. As I told you, I am a rookie in this field. So surely, but at least because I was playing at the university level, I do have some information, at least out of observation. But putting the issue of lockdown and corona aside, I think that the reason why basketball is declining generally in universities, I think it's because of the kids who are coming into the universities. I think their kind of basketball is not the same same kind of basketball like the one of the kids, of the guys who used to join basketball that time. So the talent that is in right now is, I could say it's raw compared to the talent that used to come in those days. We can't put out the aspect of the people who are joining university by then were mature men who knew what they wanted and what they were doing. They had the self-drive. But right now, the people who are joining university can only train when the coach is there. You can see how that is a big challenge. So for me to make sure that my team is ready, I have to be on the basketball court on the official training days and even other days that I'm not supposed to be there. Because if I don't show up, chances are high that many of them are not going to show up. But if I show up, even if I'm not supposed to be there, but then I just show up, they'll know that, oh, on such and such a day, coach passes by and he says on our free days we should shoot. So let me go and take a few shots. So that's what drives them. But compared to the days that you and I joined, maybe yours were much better than ours, but even me, the times I joined, when you wanted something, you would go and work for it. And I think that is one of the disciplines that I was taught from, maybe from high school, that when you want something, you go for it, you work for it, you push for it. You don't need someone else to push you to get what you want. And I think that is one of the things that we are lacking right now in and I don't know how that can even be worked upon, because surely if the kids are finishing high school when they are younger, whose fault is that? I don't think that's anyone's fault. But maybe if the coaches in high school could do the job, which is also very hard because high school needs a lot of time and yet they have the least time, by the way, compared to the university. So the aspect of the people who are joining in being younger is what is causing the biggest difference right now in the way basketball seems those days and now. But now when you talk about the aspect of the different leagues, I think I'm not the best person to answer that, because now that includes the issues of money, the sponsors, the institutions. I don't really know how much they operate to know that they want, because I really don't know why the Floodlights was cancelled. I'm one of those who played it. I think I played the last season of Floodlights, because I think that was 2017, I remember, with Makerere University. Yes, when I was there, I remember it was always played at night. That's why I think the name Floodlights was there. I remember we moved to Nkumba. We moved, in Entebbe, we moved to UCU, and it was something very interesting and very motivating. It would give us reason to work out even more. But now, without those games, of which I don't know the reason why they have scrapped them, I really don't know the technical issues, but without those games, you find that most of these students think that they're only working for December. The same mentality that we had in high school, that you only prepare for qualifiers, for nationals. Yes, you only prepare for nationals. And when it's done, second term, no sports, third term, no sports. That's the environment I came from. I don't know if it was different in your years.
It was the same thing.
So now for university sports, we see that nearly it's the same thing. Because right now, right now they're preparing for nationals. Yeah, the league aside, they're preparing for nationals, and then after that, the following end of the following year,